Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value for Parkway RV Center. Today we're looking at a 1999 Fleetwood Discovery. This is the model number 36T. It's only 37 feet long. Got a power slide out, got the awning topper. It's got the 275 ISB Cummins diesel, which is a workhorse of the Cummins engine lineup. With a 660 pound-feet of torque, this motorhome will run off and leave just about any gas burner on the market. And you get the longevity and the benefits of a diesel. This unit's only got 75,000 miles. Folks, it's in really nice condition. Just came in. We haven't even got a price on the windshield yet, but this one's going to be $39,900. Checked out, ready to go. Let's walk around this 36T Fleetwood Discovery. You know, Fleetwood has sold more RVs than any other manufacturer in history. And the Discovery is one of their best-selling models, and for good reason. These are very, very nice amenities at a price that's very affordable. You know, when these things were new, they were about $160,000, which for a new diesel pusher in '99 wasn't a bad price. And you really got a nice motorhome that held up well, because you see so many of these Fleetwood Discoveries on the road, a lot older than this one, that are still running around today. You've got the Frreightliner Chassis, the XC chassis. You've got 22.5-inch Alcoa wheels, not the wheel covers. Look at the striping and finish on this model, folks. Doesn't it look great for a '99 model? I mean, I'm not saying this is a brand new motorhome. It's 17 years old. If it was new, I'd have it priced about $160,000. But I'm gonna tell you, folks, to save $120,000 off the price of a new one, this is a nice option. And look at the striping and finish. Folks, this thing looks better than a lot of motorhomes do that are 10 years newer and twice the price. That 275 Cummins, great motor. It's been around. There's been over 1 billion road miles driven on the ISB Cummins diesel. It's one of the most popular choice for engines and motorhomes. And the Freightliner, of course. A great chassis, and one that's used in more motorhomes than any other chassis. So you can always get service and parts if you ever need it. There's no delamination. The stripes look great. It's got the Falcon 2 tow bar on the back, so all you have to do is have the Roadmaster brackets on your tow vehicle, and you've got an $800 tow bar on the back you don't have to buy. You got the AlumiGuard patio awning and the AlumiGuard window awnings. I mean, it's a '99 model, folks. It's not perfect. Got a couple little scratches here in the corner. But all in all, folks, I mean, you look at a bunch of '99 models, this is going to look better than most of them. There's no delamination. That's the main thing you want to look at, because you know if there's no delamination, it hasn't had water get between the fiberglass and the glue to make the glue lose cohesion, because those are just about impossible to fix, folks. This one here has no delamination. It's got the power steps, full heated basement. This is a 4 Seasons model. Full pass-through storage. It's got a 6,500 watt Onan LP generator. Runs great. It's powering everything right now. And if you step back and look at the striping and finish, this looks better than a lot of 2009 models on the market today, folks, and we know how much more those cost. The windshield looks great. There's no cracks, no dings, nothing like that. Let's take a look inside. Of course, Frreightliner Custom Chassis, power platform. And what that means is, folks, that the platform sets up taller, so it gives you a lot more storage in the basement. As we step inside here, you know, this unit, 75,000 miles, folks. That may seem like a lot to some of you who are used to gas burners, but for those of you who know diesel motorhomes, you know the Freightliner chassis and the Cummins diesel, you know that's absolutely not even broke in. For example, look at these semi-tractor trailers. They're towing 60, 70,000 pounds all the time, which is over twice what this motorhome weighs. They have Freightliner chassis, XC chassis. They have the Cummins diesel engine. And they're running 1 million miles or better before they're due for their first overhaul. So that's the benefit of a diesel over gas, is you've got a motorhome that just keeps on ticking. Inside, folks, everything in here is all original. It's nice, it's clean. It's got the opposing sofa floor plan. You got very nice flex steel captain's chairs. They both swivel for party seating, and they are power on the passenger side. You've got over here, you've got the power gear hydraulic leveling jacks. You've got the exhaust brake, or what us people who've been around RVs a while in the trucking industry call a Jake brake. Got the backup camera system that works great. It's even got the heated and cooled beverage holders. It's got the heated power mirrors. A lot of nice features in here, folks. Of course, it's got air brakes. It's a full Freightliner chassis. 75,000 miles. We just drove it 500 plus miles in. It did great. Dash looks good. I mean, this is a nice motorhome for a 1999 model. Notice the crowned roof. That helps eliminate standing water and a lot of leak worries too. You've got a manual point satellite dish, TV, still got the original VCR and everything in it. Got the dual opposing sofa floor plan, which I like because you can swivel the two front chairs around and you can have a nice conversation area right here, and you can actually fit up to 7 people here very comfortably. And plus, this makes an extra bed. This small sofa does, and your big sofa makes a bed for 2 adults. And then you got your table booth that sleeps 2, so you can sleep 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a Class A. And it's Class A's that can sleep that many are kind of hard to find. Most of them just sleep 4 to 6. And another neat thing about it is if you've got a mother-in-law, father-in-law, or whatever that needs a bed set up, and I've actually had people buy this before. You don't want to buy a bunkhouse because you lose all the living space. You still have a sofa, and you can leave the other one set out all the time for a bed. So another nice feature a lot of people don't think about when it comes to the opposing sofas, but you can leave one set up as a bed all the time. Still have room to walk through, and still have plenty of seating area for family in case your in-laws or grandparent or whoever's with you doesn't want to get out of bed. So that's a neat feature that people don't think about. But I've actually sold several of these motorhomes to families who have elderly people with them that semi-bedridden, and this way they can keep them in bed, keep them comfortable, keep them around everybody, and not really inconvenience anybody. You've got the table booth makes a bed. It's got the nice light fixtures. Got the real Corian countertops. You've got an actual oven, stovetop, and got the big over-the-range microwave. Got the upgrade 2-way RV refrigerator freezer, so it can run off LP or electric. And I've got it running on AC right now, and it's in good shape. It's got the built-in ice maker, which I just flipped it on, so it hasn't had a chance to get cold. Folks, let me tell you something. When you buy an RV from us, I just showed you a trick right there too, in case your refrigerator light doesn't come on. But anyway, folks, let me tell you something. When you buy an RV from us, we go through a very extensive checklist. We don't just give you the keys and say, here you go. Folks, after you purchase an RV from us, my RV techs take this RV, we go through a very extensive checklist and fix anything that it needs on that checklist to pass it. I'm not talking about a 40, 50 point checklist like most RV dealers do on used RVs. It's about a 120 point inspection that we go through and make sure it passes everything on it. Now, folks, obviously we can't make it brand new. Like I said, if they're brand new, they're $160,000 back then, and a lot more than that now. So we obviously can't make it brand new for $39,900. But we're going to make it into we'll make sure everything works, so you're buying a very nice 17-year-old motorhome for 120, 110, 120 grand less than what it costs new, and still have a lot of life left to it with 75,000 miles. I mean, like I said, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be in nice condition for what it is. I've had some, I guess, people who come up lately, and I know I've been kind of on this in my last few videos, and a lot of people are coming up here saying that they're expecting a brand new 2017 model motorhome for what I'm selling these 15, 16-year-old motorhomes for. Folks, it's not going to happen. I wish it would. I wish there was a way I could sell you a brand new motorhome for $39,900, but there's no possible way. If it is, we would all be retired and very, very rich if we could. But if you're in the market, you don't want to buy a new one because you don't want to lose enough when you buy the new one, when you drive it off the lot to pay for 2 of these, then this is a great option for you, folks. It saves you a lot of money. We'll make sure everything works on it inside that's on that list, and it's a very extensive checklist. I'm not going to go over every point on it. It covers air conditioners, refrigerators, appliances, plumbing, electrical. It covers everything all the major things that can go wrong on it, folks. We check the furnace, the water heaters. We check everything, folks. The drivability, we make sure it runs and drives like it's supposed to, and we do all of this at a price that's thousands less than anybody else on the internet. And folks, we got a great selection of motorhomes under $40,000 right now in a diesel. And I just got news today that we bought 24 Class A's that's going to be coming in over the next couple of weeks. For those of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I strongly recommend that you do. I posted, I think, 18 videos last week. Most of those 18 videos were of Class A motorhomes. 3/4 of those are already sold. That tells you how serious we are about selling RVs and how many RVs we sell because of our prices. So don't be surprised if a lot of the stuff you see I posted videos on the last couple of weeks are already sold, because these things sell within a matter of days of posting online because of the bargains we sell. You know, it's a nice, clean RV. We're going to go through that checklist, make sure it works. We're going to sell it. This is going to go on eBay and about 20 other different websites. You know, you can check our reputation out online. We're a certified power seller on eBay with hundreds and hundreds of positive feedbacks. I just sold another one on eBay today to a customer in New York who's coming down next week to pick it up. And people don't buy on eBay unless they're bargains. Everybody on eBay is a bargain shopper. Just like Amazon, eBay is bargain shopper's paradise. So the fact that we've sold that many RVs is pretty much a true testimony to how cheap our prices are. And not to mention that we have hundreds of positive feedback selling RVs. And folks, I'm going to tell you, we're a certified power seller, and we're the only used RV dealer that I know of on there that has that distinction. Plus, we have dozens of customer testimonials on our Google Plus page, Facebook page, all that stuff too. So you can rest assured, we're not going to endanger our reputation that we spent decades earning just to sell you a 1999 Fleetwood Discovery that may have stuff wrong with it that we're trying to cover up or hiding. Folks, it's not worth that. It's not worth it to sell 1,000 of the 99 Discoveries. So keep that in mind. We're going to do everything I said we're going to do. Everything on this RV is going to look better in person than it does in the pictures and the videos. You're going to get a nice motorhome for under $40,000. Here in the bathroom, it's what we call a walk-through bathroom. Got the glass, and I'll throw away the shampoo that my cleaning crew forgot to take out of here. But anyway, it's got the skylight. You can see there's no water stains around the skylight on the headliner. This has got that carpeted headliner with that sound deadening material, so it really helps reduce vibrations going down the road. Another little trick I'll tell you too about these carpeted headliners. If the previous owners did not keep the filters changed in the air conditioners, you're going to see a black residue around these vents. And you cannot get that residue off. It's there. You can get it off, but the only way to use it is to use a cleaner so strong like pure bleach. It's going to bleach the carpet around the vents white where the black stains were. So if you've ever looked into an RV and there's black residue around the vents, or there's bleach spots around the vents, and that means the previous owners probably didn't take as good care of it as they should have, and you might want to do some further research before proceeding further with buying that RV. But when you see one like this that doesn't have bleach spots or stains around the vents in the headliner, chances are they took pretty good care of it. This unit's got the solar charger as well. It's got the fantastic vent fan, which is a nice upgrade. And we're going to make sure that works too. Both the airs are ice cold. I can personally assure you of that because I've got them both running right now because it's 91 degrees outside today. It's pretty warm. You've got a private water closet, and it does have the washer and dryer. It's got the upgrade porcelain RV toilet. Got the washer and dryer combo. We'll make sure it works. Something that very few people actually use anymore, but if it's in there, we'll make sure it works. One thing I like about the 36T, I like the way the hull curves around. And you may not see it that well from the video, but when you're sitting up front and you're looking straight back, you can't see into the bedroom, and I like that. It gives you a little more privacy. Plus, you've got a house-style door here to shut the bedroom off for more privacy. And then you actually got a really nice sized bedroom. This is only 37 feet, which is a medium-sized RV for a diesel. It's not the biggest, not the smallest. It's right there in the middle. And you've got a queen island bed. You've got a large closet right there. You've got your TV back here. You've got all these drawer space underneath the bed. There's additional storage. Plus, you've still got the original RV bed cover. You got nightstands on both sides. And I'm going to tell you, folks, I've had several Class A's, several C's, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and all that stuff, folks. And that's one thing that I look for is his and her nightstands, because it's nice having a place to plug your phone in, to put your wallet, to put everything, your jewelry and stuff like that when you go to bed at night. And I know a lot of these just have one nightstand, and that's aggravating, having to reach over your partner to put everything on the nightstand on their side, or vice versa. So that's just a nice feature. You know, I know a lot of people don't think about that, but I've spent a lot of time in RVs. I've lived in them. I've done a little bit of everything with RVs. So, you know, the little stuff like that kind of means a lot to me, and I'm sure it does to a lot of you too. Folks, in here, you're going to notice got a lot of nice molding and trim work in here. Day-night shades in the windows instead of the blinds. And like I said, folks, for a 17-year-old motorhome, this is a nice rig. And the fact that it's so much less than a new one, you're saving. I mean, you can buy these newer ones now. You can buy about 5 of these like this for what one of these costs brand new. 5 motorhomes like this for what one of them costs brand new. So, do the math, folks. That's saving a ton of money. Give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays. You can get sales help at 423-605-6747. You can visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. We got over 170 used RVs. We just expanded our lot. We're buying these things like crazy, folks. We're selling them like crazy. In the last few weeks, our business has grown so much since we expanded our lot, folks. We're very fortunate, very blessed, and we're going to continue to do it. And I'm going to continue to post as many videos as I can of these units as they come in. Don't be surprised if this video is a couple of days old and this unit's already got a deposit on it. With the way we're selling our RVs, these things are selling is faster than I can put them online. So give us a call. 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Folks, we're a third generation family owned and operated used RV dealership. We're not a franchise dealer. We're not a corporate dealer. We're family owned and operated independent RV dealership. We're one of the oldest independently owned used RV dealerships in the country and one of the most successful. We sell over 500 plus used RVs a year, and folks, this year we're going to easily break 600 as long as our trend keeps continuing. We just expanded our sales lot so we can hold more inventory in stock for all of our customers. And folks, I'm going to tell you, we've been doing this a long time, and we've got customers all over the United States and Canada that only buy from us because we save them so much money. Not just on the price, but let me tell you other ways we save you money you may not even realize. One thing we don't do, folks, we don't charge extra fees. These other RV dealerships, and I'm not going to mention no names, but you know the biggest ones in the world that sponsor NASCAR and spend millions of years in advertising and have 300-400 locations nationwide. You know what I'm talking about, folks. You know they charge several $1,000s in after-sales fees is what they call them. And what those fees are, and I'm sure all of you have heard it, commercials and for car dealers and other RV dealers, plus tax, tag, title, dock fee, prep fee, all that good junk, folks. Well, folks, let me tell you something. Any fee besides sales tax and the sales price is 100% dealer profit. Dock fees are 100% dealer profit. Temp tag fees, 100% dealer profit. Title fees, prep fees, 100% dealer profit. All 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. It's a scam that I don't know if car dealers or RV dealers came up with it first several years ago. It's a scam that they came up with to get buyers to pay more money for the product without even realize it by disguising them as fees. And I know most of you are probably wise to this fact, but I still like to point it out because a lot of people think that RV dealers do have those fees, but they don't. All those fees are 100% dealer profit, 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or even a brand new RV. It's just giving them extra money, folks. It's a scam. Don't fall victim to it. I've walked out of deals before because of fees, because I don't believe in them. And folks, that's what I strongly encourage everybody to do. If they charge any fees like that, don't buy from there, because if they're ripping you off on that, there's no telling what else they're ripping you off on. I'll tell you another way these other RV dealers make a ton of money off people just like you is on financing. A lot of you don't realize this, and a lot of you do. RV dealers have learned to make a ton of money off buyers who finance RVs. And they do it by marking the interest rate up over what the bank approves you for. And if you ever notice, most RV dealers don't disclose interest rates in their advertising. They train their salespeople not to disclose it when they talk to you. There's a reason for that. And the reason is they like to sometimes double or more the interest rate that the bank approves you for. And since you have no frame of reference, no idea where the rates start out at, you have no idea if you're paying too much interest or not. And they count on that so they can really take you to the cleaners. And when you figure, okay, if say, now I'm just going to throw numbers out as an example. Our interest rates, and we're very proud of this fact, start as low as 3%. New RVs that cost 5 times this amount, you can't get a 3% interest rate on because they mark the rates up. Well, we don't. And what these banks do, since you don't have any idea what their rates start at, they get you approved, they come in, they start talking about 5.98, 6.24, 7.5. I mean, they come up with all kinds of crazy numbers. And I've seen it, folks. I've seen it because a lot of these RVs we get in still have the original loan contracts from where the people bought them new, and they're paying 7-8% interest rates on brand new RVs that cost 5 times what we're selling these used ones for. And folks, you don't realize it. They didn't realize it when they signed the papers, but they're overpaying for financing by thousands, because you figure a 3 or 4% markup on $50,000-$60,000, which what this RV would cost at a lot of other RV dealerships by the time they add their fees and all that junk. And you figure marking that interest rate up 3 or 4% over what they got you approved for, that's a lot of extra money in payments over the life of an RV loan. Folks, 3% interest rates are where our rates start out at. We can get you turns, even though it's a 99 model with approved credit, we can get you up to 144 months, 12-year financing, and it's all simple interest. So even if you get the long-term financing, folks, you can double, triple your payments when you want to. And, you know, if you pay a 12-year loan off in 5 years, you just pay 5 years worth of interest. So, you know, I always like to keep people's options open. And, folks, I'm going to tell you, it's, you know, we save you money on financing, we save you money on the price, on the fees. We save you thousands by not having commissioned salespeople. A lot of you never thought about this either, but when you go to a lot that has commissioned salespeople, that costs you thousands of dollars. And the reason why is the other RV dealerships, like say, take a lot our size. You go to most lots our size, they have 30+ salespeople there. Folks, I hate to tell you, but those salespeople don't get paid a dime unless they sell something. There's a lot of them will sit there for weeks without a sale. They don't get paid by the hour. They don't get paid salary. They only get paid when they produce a sale, but they get paid big when they produce a sale because they get 25% of the gross profit as their commission rate. 25%. So that dealer has to mark, who already has higher overhead than we do because they spend millions and millions of dollars a year sponsoring NASCAR and TV commercials and magazine, radio, and, you know, they have hundreds of lots nationwide that each have hundreds of employees they have to pay every week. Folks, when you go to a lot that has that kind of overhead, you're going to pay a whole lot more money for the same RV that you can buy here for less. And on top of paying all that extra overhead and all those higher prices, then that dealership has to mark that interest rate up an additional 25% to cover the commission, the salesperson's commission. In other words, they're not paying their salespeople. You are, by paying thousands more for the same RV that you can buy here for thousands less. We don't have commission salespeople, folks. I've got 4 full-time salespeople. I've got a couple of part-timers. They get paid salary every week. There's no commission involved. There's no incentive to sell. As far as their paycheck's concerned, folks, they don't care if you buy this motorhome or don't buy this motorhome. They're here to work for you. A commission salesperson doesn't work for the dealer. They don't work for you. They're only working against you to make as much money as possible off of you, so they get, because the more money they make the dealership, the bigger commission they get. So they're going to try to get every dime from you they can. Well, my guys are the opposite. There's no incentive to sell. My guys are not going to put sales pressure on you. They're not going to play gimmicks or games or fake sales or or fake sales managers and all this junk like these other RV dealers do, folks, because it's all a game to get you to spend more money. And my guys don't, it doesn't matter to them if you buy this motorhome or don't buy it, because they get paid the same every week. Our buyers love it that way. We've been doing it that way for almost half a century. Obviously it works because we sell over 500 used RVs a year. We pass the savings that we save by not having to pay salespeople commission on to the customer in the form of lower prices. We've been in business so long, folks, we don't have hardly any overhead because everything we own is paid for. We don't floor plan our RVs. Other dealerships have to go to the bank, borrow money, give the bank the titles to the RVs they purchased until they sell it. That's why when you go to most RV dealerships and before you buy an RV, you always ask to see the physical title. Not a copy, but the physical title. You'll be surprised most of them don't have them in-house. And they'll come up with every excuse in the world why they don't have it. But the truth is, they still owe money on that RV. They're paying interest on that RV that they're passing along to you in the form of higher prices because they don't have the cash flow to buy their own RVs. Well, folks, we're the opposite. We've been in business so long, we're very fortunate, very blessed again, that we don't have to floor plan anything. We operate off our own money. That's why we're still here after 50 years instead of paying a bank thousands of dollars in interest every week. You know, we operate off our own money. All the titles to every single RV in our lot, anything from $3,500 to $150,000 plus, is the titles in the office. And we're more than happy to show you the actual physical title. Like I said, try that any other dealership, folks. They're all going to come up with excuses why they can't show you the title. But the truth is, because they are still paying interest on it, and these dealers will float on your money for weeks before they pay it off and get you the title. So give us a call, 706-965-7929. We offer nationwide delivery. And our website is parkwayrvcenter.com, and our after-hour sales number is 423-605-6747. 170 plus RVs in stock. Not everything's posted online, so if you don't see what you're looking for, contact my sales department. They're more than happy to try to find you the perfect RV, or we may already have it in stock, not posted online. Thank you for watching my video. Hope to see you soon in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.